Drew. I play guitar and sing in Deadly Skies. I have a 17-year-old daughter and an 11-year-old stepson.
Oh, nice, nice. What do you think is the most punk rock thing about you, and what do you think is the most dad thing about you?
Um, I don't know. That's a tough one. I'd say they're the same thing. You know, I just live my life the way punk rock is the way I live my life. So that's the way I
Parent
live.
as
That's the way I parent too. So
okay, like do you believe in like rules in your house?
oh, totally, yeah. It's about respect for them, and respect. They have to respect me. I have to respect them.
So it's not actually about rules; it's just about respect.
Respect, yeah.
That's awesome. That's awesome. Uh, what do you think is a highlight of your music career, and what do you think is a highlight of being a parent?
Highlight of my music career. I don't know. I don't know if they're. I don't think of it that way. I think of it more as like it's a continuum. Like so. I've been in a lot of different bands over the years, and Deadly Skies is what I'm doing now, and that's my favorite thing that I'm doing is what I'm doing now. I was in a band called Blue Black before, which was very totally different. More of like an ambient kind of um, experimental kind of thing. But my heart has always been in punk rock. This is what I want to be doing.
No,
But as far as parenting, I don't know. It's just it's a grind. You just got to keep doing it, and it's you. I don't really think about it like as a. It's something you take on, and it's a responsibility.
I like your vibe because you're you're very in the moment now. Is that something you learned over time?
Um, I've had like a pretty rough life, I guess. So you know, I just kind of go with the flow. You know.
What's going on?
Okay, you said you had a rough life. Yeah, we're doing a little YouTube video. It's cool. Don't worry about it. So you said you had a very rough life. What are you trying to change for your kids, and like what tools have you used to make sure that they have a stable life?
Um, you know, just keep everything stable. No, no fighting. Make sure they know that they're loved all the time, unconditionally. That's pretty much it.
Okay. Is there something that you would change that your parents did? Is there something that you try and change when you're parenting? Like, is there something that you want to bring to your kids that your parents didn't do for you?
Um, I wasn't allowed to uh, really listen to rock music until I was a teenager. My father thought it was satanic, so and then so we were talking earlier how you were like into AC/DC and bands like that, or I wasn't allowed to listen to that. So when the kid up the block invited me over and played Minor Threat and Subhumans for me, I was like, oh my God, what is this? And I just immediately was like, I want to play guitar. I want to do that too. And they kind of messed up because I went from being into no music to being into like the hardest and most messed up music you could get into, which was punk rock at that time in the 80s.
No, I understand. It's hard to explain to like the newer generation. Like in the '80s, I started off with like AC/DC, Motley Crue, and I did like a flaming pentagram on my desk. And I remember Child Protective Service was called because I was a devil worshiper. And it's like now you can go to Macy's or Amazon and buy a 666 shirt. It's not a big deal. So I definitely identify with that. And I see that we're going into a better direction. If there's anything in the future that you could change for your children without any restrictions, what would that be?
I don't know. really, it's more probably like I'm more worried about the political situation and the direction the country's going in. That's really the thing I'm most worried about for them. I feel like where we're headed as a country is not good, and I hope everything works out, turns around, because I feel like they're gonna have a rough time in the future.
No, absolutely. I understand that, and I have the same concerns. Like, I don't like to get like too political, but ultimately, like, if somebody is in like a military uniform, masked, and snatching people off the street, everyone should have a problem with that, because it always starts with one, and then if you become accustomed to that, it becomes an issue where in the future they just snatch anyone who has something different
We
to
have
say.
that Constitution for a reason, and if you don't follow it, it kind of becomes irrelevant. And that's a dangerous road to go down.
Absolutely, and so really you would just hopefully change the direction into a better, more positive direction than we're in now.
Yes.
Awesome. And are you happy?
I think I'm mostly happy. Yeah. Mostly.
I appreciate it. Thank you for your time.
All right. Thank you.
Check 1, check 2. All right. All right. In our previous interview, come on. Thank you. Just doing an interview with one of the guys from the band. Thank you.
You got like a channel?
Yes, Anarchy to Diapers on YouTube. Very cool.
Oh,
There you go.
easy. Thank you.
You're welcome.
You're welcome.
Okay, so we got to start again.
I was really hoping that it wasn't going to get to this truck.
There's two things that I think I missed when we were talking. One, you were saying how your parents felt that AC/DC was satanic, so were your parents religious?
Not really. My father kind of got like wrapped up in a little bit of right-wing radio shit that was going on. And, like, I guess it started in like the 70s or whatever. He was not like really. He just didn't like heavy metal, and you know how like
The satanic.
yeah,
panic.
that whole thing with rock music was satanic and all that crap. So
Okay.
he was old. He was older. He was from he grew up in the Depression, so he was into jazz and like big band music and stuff. So to him, rock and roll was like crazy, extreme music. So I didn't get to listen to like Sabbath or AC/DC or any of that stuff. So as soon as I heard like the Subhumans and stuff like that, I was like, oh shit, this is the best thing I've ever heard,
I'm sure with the Subhumans, with the way their view translates through the music, I'm sure that was like what you needed.
I was
Dad's like a Republican.
I was on a
hardcore.
trajectory to basically I was like, I don't know what I'm gonna do with my life. I'm probably gonna join the army or something. And then I heard punk music, and I was like, no, I'm not doing that. No fucking way I'll ever do that. Just went the complete opposite.
Oh wow, that's pretty intense. So like, it really changed your whole.
Oh, totally changed my life.
All right.
I don't even know what my life would have been if the kid up the block didn't, call me up and be like, come over and listen to these records. My whole life would be different.
The other thing I wanted to touch base on, we started talking a little bit about politics, and I was surprised when I listened to your music, because the first time I saw you, you don't really pick it up live, but you're more political than I thought you were.
I think all music is political, whether it's trying to be political or not. And if you're ignoring what's happening, that's also a political statement. So, I don't want to be writing music that is irrelevant.
And the other thing I wanted to follow up on is, as we were leaving, you said you never really know who you're talking to. Do you think there is a magma movement in the punk scene?
Like MAGA?
Yeah, like MAGA Trump people.
I mean, there's always like some people like who try to skirt the edge of that and try to be like, well, I don't want to be political. But like I said, everything's political. Just ignoring something that's happening around you doesn't make it not be happening or make you on the right side either. You know, there's no both sides when horrible things are happening. You're either on the right side or you're on the wrong side. That's it.
No, I can see that. And all right, I think I got what I needed just for this video. I just really want to follow up on that, and I really appreciate your time, and I'd love to have you at the studio so we can actually sit down and talk.
Oh yeah, man.
All right, thank you. I appreciate it.
Awesome.